sorting out. Whew. Alright people, I'm always Mute the Weirdo and welcome to WWE2K18 Universe Mode and welcome to SmackDown Live. I'm going to try something a little bit different with my WWE playthrough. I'm not a massive fan of this sort of idea in terms of like whether it'll work, but I also think that me sitting here playing card after card after card is a very lengthy process and it could probably get quite boring for some people at least. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but in my spare time, usually about the time I go to bed or after I've watched some wrestling, I have ideas for feuds and how they'd work out and what the characters superstars say, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to pull it off, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a go and go with the simulated approach to my universe mode, except for pay-per-views, because I want to control, or at least attempt to control, the results at pay-per-views. Like if I want to make someone win a feud, I will pick them and try and make that happen. So I'm thinking I'll maybe simulate these shows, unless I really feel like playing a game, in which case I might just jump in and play the game that I want to play and then go back out and simulate the rest. And that might be the focus of the episode or the stream. So tonight it's SmackDown Live, and we're starting off with, this is what I'm going to show you what's in store for tonight, and we're going to go through, find out what happens, and we'll see how it goes. But we've got Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, if we look at the championship rankings, we can see that Baron Corbin is the number one contender at the minute to the title, regardless of who the champion ends up being after the pay-per-view. He's the number one contender then. Obviously, if Shinsuke Nakamura wins it, and Jinder will be due a rematch, yada yada yada. And he's also, I think he's quite far down on the United States title rankings, which is quite a surprise. But I think I might have done that on purpose, so that he's only going for one title. That kind of works. And he was fighting Dolph Ziggler, who is obviously not in, he's quite far down on that, but he's coming up for contendership for the United States title as well. It's not a rivalry. We've got Shinsuke Jinder, Rikishi, Mr. Perfect, and AJ Styles, Kevin Owens as well, which is pretty cool. So we're going to get Rikishi coming out to say a few words. And we got the Divas tag team match. Charlotte and Becky Lynch, both former NXT Divas. NXT women, should I say. I apologise for that little slip up there. And then we're looking at Booker T versus Eddie Guerrero. Now this is a match that I personally have booked for tonight's show, and I want to have a look at where they both are. So Eddie Guerrero is close to becoming the number one contender for the WWE title, and Booker T was the number one contender to the United States title until Mr. Perfect and Sami Zayn started having some serious credibility. So Booker T dropped right down. In fact, he might even have been taken completely out of the running. There he is at number 21. That's well down. But he hasn't really been having any matches, so that's, making sense. So what we've got here is let's see if Booker T's in this one. Yes, he's higher on that. So we've got potentially two people who could challenge for the WWE title right there. The women's title, Becky and Charlotte, second and third. Yeah. So, and then we're looking at a blockbuster, not main event, but near enough main event, second main event, if you will. AJ Styles versus John Cena, the United States champion, putting it all on the line in a match against John Cena. The title, obviously, being the only thing that isn't really on the line. His reputation, opportunity to become WWE champion is on the line there, and it could be against one of these two guys, Jinder Mahal and Shinsuke Nakamura. They're fighting in their little rivalry. Coming up to the pay-per-view, they will be fighting for the title at the pay-per-view. So let's have a look and see what happens. I'm going to roll it back to the opening match. Baron Corbin makes mincemeat out of Dolph Ziggler. The end of days arrived in that Falls Count Anywhere match. Dolph Ziggler just didn't have it what it takes to get the job done. Rikishi called out Mr. Perfect. It doesn't tell me what happened with that, which I'm a little bit miffed about. Let's see if it does in the news. Rikishi called out Mr. Perfect, and they got involved in a bit of a brawl. Well, Naomi picked up the win for her and Natalya, solidifying herself as the #1 contender. In that Divas, I keep saying Divas, it's because it's just like, it's obvious that they're women, and yeah, it's like Diva is the female version of Superstar, but I know, it's women now, it's women, let's just go with women. And Eddie Guerrero took one step closer to becoming the WWE champion as he knocked off Booker T. Now, AJ Styles did manage to pick up the win against John Cena. John Cena is not having a good time at the minute, and I can say that AJ's United States title is looking more secure as a result of this victory. Jinder Mahal picking up a win against Shinsuke Nakamura, not really something that I would have expected to see, but Jinder Mahal needs every win he can get, because at the pay-per-view he might just well be losing that title. So I don't think it'll have made any changes. It has. Eddie Guerrero is now the #1 contender. Even though Baron Corbin got his win, Eddie Guerrero's win against Booker T meant just that little bit more. And I think Eddie Guerrero is just more over with the fans. And him being the next contender for Jinder Mahal's title could be exactly what the WWE Universe needs to finally get that title change. So Shelton Benjamin and DDP have risen thanks to Dolph Ziggler's loss, meaning that they can come into contention for the United States title. Where's Rikishi? Baron Corbin's still rise. Oh, and Eddie Guerrero's rising. Rikishi is rising. He's rising from 34 to 32. Nothing's happening on the tag team front. The Dudleys are low rankings. They need a tag team match. So, that, ladies and gentlemen, was SmackDown. And as it only seems to be taking me 10 minutes to basically go through what's happening on one show and go through the results, I might even just do a couple of cards. We might get through a month or something in a stream rather than playing one whole card and wrestling. Ho! How's it going, man? Yes, Rikishi is kind of rising. Let's take another look. He's probably been eating too much of it, of Mama's apple pie, to be honest. But he's rising slowly. Slowly is the key, and Rikishi, if he wins the feud with Mr. Perfect, could catapult himself as high as, I reckon, as high as at least the number 2. Because Mr. Perfect is number 2. That's a big jump for a big guy. Right. So we'll move on. So, next show. We've got, it's time for NXT. So it's NXT. I was simulating NXT to begin with anyway. I did play the odd match, but I just got a bit frustrated with the fact that there's not a lot of talent down there that I can just, you know, play with and enjoy. And most people aren't really familiar with NXT because they're still sucking up Vince McMahon's teat. So we'll have a look at NXT. Bobby Roode is going to be glorious. He's still on NXT in my universe because I need all the help I can get down there, and we're going to make NXT glorious. Right, so we got Hideo Itami, who's just recently been promoted to the main roster and he's wrestling at the minute on 205 Live. If you didn't already know that, it's really, really intriguing to see his storyline at the minute. He's in there with Jack Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick. It's quite a good scenario. He, I think, is the face, but it could change. He has got that ability to be a heel. Asuka. I've got a few new women in NXT that are really just there to make up the numbers, make it a little bit more interesting. I've got Mandy Rose, Xia Li, and Mia Yim. There's no singles championship, but I am bringing in a singles championship. Right now, we are bringing in a new singles championship, and you might like to see this. And you'd think that would be an option. The Cruiserweight Championship would be a brilliant option, but no, I'm not going with the Cruiserweight Championship for the simple fact of Neville is too good for NXT. He's been in NXT, there's no need for him to be there, and if Neville was in NXT, he should be challenging for the main title. Anyway, as I say, a little glimpse there. Razor Ramon is our current Intercontinental Champion. We'll be seeing him on Monday Night Raw. It's the United Kingdom Championship. And our first champion, I want it to be like, why do I have to have a champion? Right, message to bloody 2K Games and anybody who has the power to push this change through for the next wrestling game. I want to see me be able to click on that title and that be it, and then me have a match for that. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the current United Kingdom champion Pete Dunne. the champion. So this is looking quite good. Anything. I mean, it's NXT, so I know not everybody's familiar with it. But any thoughts? Any suggestions? Let's have a look at the rankings of United Kingdom Championship. Cassius Ohno, right? I'm gonna be a bit of a tit here and actually be like quite selective as who can go for this title, at least to start with. Apologies that this is going to take a while, but what I want to make it is quite authentic, not too authentic, but quite authentic. Whoa, that's a delay. That's a massive delay. Check out the delay. Delay. I don't know. Right. Where's the... Here it is. No. Yeah. Is there any way I can... Am I gonna, like, can I... That's another thing. There. Another thing. Right there. Set default to not. As in, I don't want anybody to be going for it. Albert's a bit of he's like a backstage figure in NXT, so I'm thinking he can go for whatever the chuff he wants. Akam, obviously, don't really want him going for anything. He's just a tag team wrestler. Aleister Black, that's fine. Andrade Cien Almas, that's fine. This guy... yeah, I think I do have the Cena enough DLC. I think so. Not by choice. I'm not really bothered about John Cena, but hey. Right. Austin Aries, yeah, why not? Dusty Rhodes, no. Oh yeah, I suppose you do get RVD with it, don't you? So yeah, RVD is cool. Right, so Lars Sullivan, he does not need to be fighting for that title. I've seen enough. I've seen enough of Cena. I've seen enough of John Cena. Right. Right, Nick Miller, boom. He's a tag team wrestler. Reza is a tag team wrestler. He's not even... whatever. Shane Fawn, tag team wrestler. Will Ospreay. Yeah, that's fine. See, I need more superstars in NXT for definite. I need more superstars. Full stop. Man. Right. So, we're getting somewhere. So, match card has officially changed. I've got one of the members of Sanity, because I can't remember which one it is. I think it's not Sawyer Fulton. The other guy, against Andrade Cien Almas. We've got Bobby Roode doing his call out as originally planned to go first. We've got Ruby Riott against Ember Moon. What a match that's going to be. We've got another Divas match, which I might actually change. Mia Yim against Billie Kay. We've got Leo Rush against Cassius Ohno, which is a rivalry that's going on here on NXT. And we've got Andrade Cien Almas. So that's the main event. So yeah, we definitely need to change this. What we do is we go to edit show. And we'll edit this and we'll customize the entire match. If you want, get yourselves involved. I'm gonna just have a look around. Do I have a fatal 4-way? I might have a fatal 4-way. Let's just make it a normal fatal 4-way. It doesn't really matter. I'm not wrestling it. Right, obviously this is the tricky bit, because unfortunately you cannot sort by the show. This is another major bug for me, is like, you can't sort only NXT guys. But what I'm thinking is it'd be fairly easy to find NXT guys, because I can just sort of go, right, what I'm wanting is people who are no NXT guys, so if I... But what we're going to do is we're going to be strange. We're going to have a special guest. The British Bulldog is going to turn up for NXT for one night. If he wins, he's going to get drafted to NXT as well as Raw, and he's going to be able to compete for the United Kingdom Championship, because why the hell not? He deserves to. I'm not sure if there are other superstars who I could do that with. In fact, there probably are, so I might have to rejig the roster a bit to help with the UK title. Right, so we got the British Bulldog. There's the first one. Now, I'm thinking we get... Why have we got 2 Ricky Steamboats? A bit ridiculous. Alright, anyway, custom superstars. We want... Tyler Bate definitely wants to be in there. Will Ospreay. Drew McIntyre? Should we go with Drew McIntyre?
Drew McIntyre!
So basically we have 3. All of them, I believe, are British. Or at least 3 of them are. So that is good. So we're going to have a British #1 contender by the looks of it. So we're going to accept that. Like I said, I'm not playing the matches. I will play a match, I think, shortly. But I'm not going to play the matches just yet. So let's fucking crack on. Andrade Cien Almas produced an amazing display to destroy his opponent. Sanity couldn't play the numbers game for whatever reason. And Bobby Roode called out Hideo Itami. And then they had a war of words, and Bobby Roode said he was going to make Hideo Itami's retirement glorious, and Hideo Itami didn't look best pleased, and is really gunning for Bobby Roode there. We got Ember Moon successfully retaining her number one contendership by beating Ruby Riott, but Ruby Riott put on a great show and could be the next challenger should should Ember Moon fail to pick up that belt from Asuka. Will Ospreay solidified his position on the NXT roster, picking up the victory against the British Bulldog, Tyler Bate, and Drew McIntyre. There is not a single person who could doubt that he's meaning business as he comes in for the NXT United Kingdom Championship. Meanwhile, Lio Rush picked up a win over Cassius Ohno. Would that put him in contendership for the NXT Championship? Many would say that it would, considering Cassius Ohno is one of the top contenders at the minute. Let's look at the championship rankings, guys. Hideo Itami is still up there. Eric Young, Noah Jose, Killian Dane, Johnny Gargano are definitely eyeing that up. No movement, no sign of Lio Rush near the top. But here you go. Pete Dunne may have two new contenders on the rise for his United Kingdom Championship. I keep wanting to say United States Championship. It's just the fact that that is more commonly known in WWE. So, we've got Will Ospreay, Lio Rush making those waves. Ember Moon not looking like she's going to be challenged. Sanity are up there. Right, it's time. So actually, Hideo Itami won that call out. Hideo Itami must have ended that with a go to sleep. While it's loading, well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's Extreme Rules pay-per-view, actually, guys. Oh my God, we've done the little bit of simulation, and now we have the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Lio Rush is once again at the top of the NXT rankings and the WWE Power Rankings. Ember Moon dropping down. Shinsuke Nakamura's on the rise. Samoa Joe's on the rise. Cassius Ohno's on the rise. Jinder Mahal on the rise, even though he's still quite low down. This is looking epic. Rikishi is absolutely up there. So what we got for Extreme Rules, what we're going to be playing. The first match is our tag team title match. The Raw tag team titles are on the line as Sheamus and Cesaro face off against the Shield, if you will. Then we've got our rivalry from SmackDown. We've got Mr. Perfect. Tired of watching the overweight Samoan Rikishi walk around and get all the praise from the fans when he's got a perfect image and he's brilliant and he doesn't understand how it doesn't get him the support he deserves. We've got the women's title from Raw, Sasha Banks against Nia Jax. We've got the United States Championship. Oh my, Kevin Owens challenging AJ Styles. And the face that runs this place needs a big win against Kevin Owens. And then we got the number one contendership for the WWE Universal Championship. Braun Strowman against Samoa Joe. And The Rock. The Rock will be with us at Extreme Rules. The Rock will be with us. But then the main event is Shinsuke Nakamura against Jinder Mahal. Let's start the show, people.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the anticipation leads to this moment. Welcome to Extreme Rules. Coming to you live from Buffalo, New York, where the revitalized waterfront seems to have revitalized these fans. How about that match card, huh? Stay tuned for all the action. What a way to start the night. An Extreme Rules matchup that will shake the foundations of WWE. Next up, tag team action.
Why would that happen? Why would you go to the next one? Oh, you can't simulate that one because you've got to play this one first. It's like, what the fuck? Right. The last time I had this as this tag team match, the last time I played it, it took half an hour just for this one match. So, fair warning. Hopefully, I'll try and make it a little bit quicker than 30 minutes. But
coming up next, it'll be Team Sheamus versus Team Dean Ambrose.
Stakes don't get much higher than this. A title on the line.
Clean one half of my glasses. What do I go with? Right. I don't know who the champions are. I forgot to check. I'm going with the Shield. And if they're not the champions, I may let Cesaro and Sheamus beat me. Just love this entrance.
It doesn't get much meaner than this man.
No, Sheamus really is about as bad as it gets.
Guys, he's been waiting a very long time for this match here tonight.
Yes, he has.
Cesaro and Sheamus are going after the tag team championships.
Guys, this match is sure to not disappoint, especially considering who's involved here tonight.
You're absolutely right, Michael. This match will be one we'll be talking about for a long time to come.
So we got Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins against Sheamus and Cesaro. This rivalry is hot. So as I said, guys, I'm not really... These are two of my favourite tag teams right now in the WWE. And I do tend to have long matches.
The challengers. At a combined weight of 499 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, and Cesaro. And introducing the champions. At a combined weight of 442 pounds, they are the Raw Tag Team Champions, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins.
Woo! The Shield.
Don't speak. Don't even blink.
Kicking off Extreme Rules. Haven't played wrestling in, well, since Christmas.
Hey, when this match is said and done, we might very well be talking about its match of the year candidacy.
A debilitating neckbreaker.
Now we have Dean Ambrose on the attack.
Let's quickly discuss Sheamus for a moment. What, in your opinion, can the WWE Universe expect from him here?
He's looking to become king of the mountain, Cole. That's never an easy proposition. We'll see if
You can't put that in a WWE game. King of the Mountain. Oh, and we got a tag swap. The two freshmen are coming in. No university needed.
Just brings him down with authority there.
Oh yeah, here's Seth Rollins.
Rollins is... Oh my God.
Seth Rollins with good timing here. Can't stay vertical after the belly-to-belly suplex. When the Swiss Superman is signed to compete in a match, the Cesaro section comes out in full force to support their hero.
Cesaro just might be pound for pound the strongest man in sports entertainment today. You can't argue with his success or the support he receives from the Cesaro section.
Really needs to get to the corner. There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
Sheamus shows us some clever offense here. Hits the overhand punch.
Dean manages to get him back in there. Oh my God.
He
Boom.
Speed, agility, balance, and force.
Please do let me know if the volume on the game or on my mic or, you know, certain parts are a bit low or a bit crappy, or if you think I need to turn the commentary off, or if you think I need to turn it up.
He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here. Dean Ambrose is not someone to sleep on. And Sheamus reverses it. For some competitors, part of their strategy is to demean their opponent.
And it's a double team move.
These two work so well together. Second time we're seeing this here.
Oh yeah, here's Seth Rollins.
Man, Seth, his shoulders are down.
Oh, man, I thought he had him. He showed up here tonight for a fight, and that's exactly what we are seeing.
He misses the mark.
He might need glasses, Cole. His eyesight is clearly compromised. Well, he's tapped into a power source I wasn't sure he had. See if he can keep it going.
He had him locked in tight, guys. This could be it. He releases it.
And you can debate whether or not that would have been the end. Interesting decision there.
Sheamus is in trouble.
A quick reversal by Sheamus. He gets it with a reversal. Seth Rollins knows how to polish off an opponent.
They're cutting the ring in half.
And off the tag is Dean Ambrose.
And in comes Dean Ambrose.
That's a great example of teamwork right there.
Hoping to make a tag here. And he tags his partner
And for the
in.
first time,
Certainly shifted here, Michael.
Down he goes.
That'll do it every time.
Dean Ambrose and Cesaro
Reverses it.
for the first time.
Not even close.
Jeez, that was embarrassing.
Whoa! And Cesaro, I don't know what's going on,
That's a big
but he
time
just
power bomb for him right
picked
there.
Dean Ambrose up and powerbombed him.
And the Cesaro section can't be far behind.
Doesn't show any signs of getting up here, guys.
No, he's taking one heck of a beating, Michael.
He might have it. Oh, what an uppercut.
He's in the driver's seat now.
And he goes for the pin. No, he kicks out at 2.5.
That's all right, Cole.
He is a one-man gang in there.
Oh!
Right on the top of the head.
Hey, it's Mert TV again. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to check out your channel.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Oh, he's able to reverse it.
As I said, I am quite perplexed, guys, if you're watching this on replay, why the only people who watch people seem to be people who want people to subscribe to people, and it never freaking works. I mean, it's not really going to help, is it?
With the tag, it's
So
Seth
anyway,
Rollins.
we're back, and
Ain't no stopping him now.
Cesaro is in trouble because Seth Rollins is fresh.
Cesaro definitely tiring out there. His hopes of winning this tag team match are starting to dwindle.
I hate to say it, but it might be time
And I
for
think he
him
needs to
reassess
make the
this
tag
finisher.
for Sheamus.
He's already used it twice, and it's failed to finish anything.
And he lands a savage elbow. And he lands a nice counter. And here comes Sheamus in off the tag.
And Sheamus is now in off the tag, and he's knocked.
Big miss for him there.
And he'll likely pay for it here.
And they've both been taken off. The referee's stopping him from going out. So he's going to taunt to the fans.
Tag team championship at stake. Which team wants it more?
Oh, yeah, here's Seth Rollins.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Oh, boy, he is
And then the DDT has put Sheamus in a bit of a predicament.
Oh, he turns it around.
But he managed to reverse. And Cesaro is getting up. He's getting up to the apron.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Still trying to get back to his feet here.
He's clearly in a bad
No.
way right now.
Sheamus is in trouble.
Seth Rollins knows how to polish off an opponent. Seth Rollins is in
And Seth
position.
Rollins.
Quickly into the cover.
Is he going for it?
On the line.
Oh! What's going on?
All on the line. Look at this.
It's not done.
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
Sheamus kicked out.
And Sheamus reverses it. Tagged in.
Sheamus and Cesaro about to hit a double team move.
Despite having an impressive spot in this week's power rankings, I'm told this superstar isn't all concerned with things like that.
Seth Rollins gets out of trouble, and quickly. Seth Rollins finds a way out. He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Dean Ambrose.
A lot of people are questioning how this superstar got such a favorable spot in this week's power rankings. But not to me. Seems perfectly logical.
The champ starting to falter a bit. This match is clearly taking its toll on the champ.
It looks to me like he may have lost focus there for a minute. He was really cruising for a while.
Seth Rollins gets out of trouble, and quickly.
Guys, it's imperative he gets back,
He's back in the ring.
Yeah, otherwise he's looking at a counter.
Cesaro is in trouble.
Few superstars are as dominant as this guy.
Oh, and he reverses it.
Slay the king. Champ needs to hurry.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? And that's it.
And Rollins and Ambrose retain the tag team titles.
Here are your winners, and still Raw Tag Team Champions, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins.
And the champ successfully turned back the challengers in a thrilling title defense.
If these guys choose to stay together, they have all the makings of being one of the best duos WWE has ever seen.
Believe it or not, that's just the beginning, folks.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more. Now don't go anywhere. We have a classic coming up. It's Mr. Perfect against Rikishi.
I can't wait.
Ugh.
Making his way to the ring from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing in at 257 pounds, Mr. Perfect!
Singles action on its way, and it sounds like this arena is more than ready to kick this one off.
So is social media, Michael. The opening bell hasn't even rung, and yet both these superstars are already trending.
Mr. Perfect back in business, and he's got his first big feud underway with Rikishi as his opponent. And here he comes.
And his opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at
Rikishi is on the
400
rise.
pounds, Rikishi.
And as LJ said earlier on in the chat, like Mama's apple pies. And here we go.
And Byron, I would say these guys look more
We've got Rikishi rocking it. he's a bit
He's
slower than
targeting the
Mr.
midsection
Perfect,
here.
so Mr.
Not the
Perfect
first
might
time
want
we've
to...
seen this move tonight.
Oh,
Well executed clothesline.
Mr. Perfect is using his speed to his advantage.
His drop kick connects. How about we touch on Mr. Perfect a bit?
Oh, but
For those who are unfamiliar with him,
Rikishi.
what can they anticipate out of him here?
This might be one of Mr. Perfect's toughest tests to date. But if anybody's up
Oh.
to the task, it's the man who's absolutely perfect.
hey, hey!
Great offense.
I like
by
Corey
Rikishi.
Graves saying that shit, man. Here we go.
Great offense by
Rikishi.
Rikishi. That'll turn you around.
He's looking to put the hurting on Mr. Perfect.
He's simply reminding him that he's here. He knows he's in trouble.
DQs are on, unfortunately.
Clearly not concerned with his own well-being there.
Mr. Perfect.
Connects with a
Oh.
counter.
Oh,
A
man.
reversal by Rikishi.
Mr. Perfect could be in
Looks like
trouble.
Mr.
Rikishi has
Perfect
already
started
damaged
to
his
fade.
arms. It
I'd
must
say
be
he's starting to
heavy,
feel the
so
pressure a bit. Yeah,
eh,
I'm sure
I can
something's
imagine it's
Going
difficult to
differently
lift
for him here
Rikishi.
tonight, but that clearly isn't the case, unfortunately
Oh.
for him.
And now,
Man, that got him good. He landed a perfectly placed strike. That'll send a message to your adversary, all right. Watching that backbreaker, my spine hurts.
how's Rikishi gonna combat Mr. Perfect here? He's a good technical wrestler.
He clearly has confidence in that move. Might have broken the nose or some teeth with that powerful flapjack. Can
He's
he
going
do
for
it?
an early pin. Making Mr. Perfect kick out.
No, there's the reversal. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Got it.
Michael, that's
Blatant disregard for the referee's authority gets this one thrown out.
And Mr. Perfect does not care about the victory. He just cares about the damage. And his perfect face. So the match got thrown out. We only got a good on that. But we'll move on. I believe the next match
We've been waiting a long time
is
for
our
this
women's
one.
title
The
match.
championship is up for grabs right here, next. We have one of the best talents on the roster to date versus Sasha Banks.
This one's going to be a classic.
Oh my God.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Raw
Women's Championship.
Big-time singles matches on deck here, and Byron, what should we expect to see here tonight?
Well, given the shape these superstars appear to be in here tonight, I fully expect to see one of the most competitive matches we've seen in a very long time.
Right, I'm going to level it with you. I like Nia Jax, but I don't like her as a wrestler.
Corey, what do you think
Said
of the
it.
champ's chances here tonight?
I love him. I'm not like everybody else, Cole. It seems like everybody's ready to write the champ's demise, but not me.
And guys, I'd say this is easily one of the biggest title matches the women's division has seen in quite some time.
And the boss is coming at you.
Introducing the challenger.
Let's not. It's the boss.
It's go time, fellas.
And many people are predicting a new champion being crowned here tonight. That seems a bit premature to me, though.
Hey, the way she's looked of late, I don't know if there's anybody on the roster today that can take the title from her.
Good points, gentlemen. And this will certainly be one that Buffalo will remember for a long time.
Oh, Nia Jax is just too strong.
Let's take a moment to discuss Nia Jax. How do you see her
I
getting
think
it done
that's
in this one?
exactly.
If the past is any indication of what we might see here tonight from Nia Jax, may I recommend not blinking, because this match might just be over any second now.
And I could not agree more. As a superstar in the WWE today, there are plenty of opportunities. We'll just have to see if she can take advantage of them.
Just a vicious elbow. Nia Jax seems to have lost a step now. But she's the #1 contender for a reason. She's not going to go away that easily.
If you're worried about her now, you haven't seen many of her matches. She can withstand so much more punishment than this.
These women are so evenly matched at this point, guys. There's just no telling which one of them will walk out of here victorious.
And I can't seem to do multiple moves. I keep doing the same one. Have you ever?
Clearly her current offense is based on the concept of repetition.
The boss is giving some serious orders right now.
Got some repetition.
Oh man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron. Sasha Banks got her there.
And
Oh
she
my
comes up
God.
with a big counter.
Match rules. DQ is off.
Man, not any give when you catch an elbow like that.
I think you're gonna use them.
There it is.
Did you hear that crack?
She just keeps using that.
Hey, wouldn't you?
Corey, she's not getting up.
Well, she better if she wants to win this match.
Sasha Banks is making her presence known. And she lands a ferocious elbow. So damaging. Big reversal for her there. Hits her with a clothesline from seemingly out of nowhere.
No, it wasn't out of nowhere. She was right next to her. So there's no DQ for Nia Jax and Sasha
The point of that
Banks.
elbow delivers.
I don't really want to go fight over there, thanks.
Now back to the ring.
We're back in the ring
Here we go.
where the
Back
pinfall
inside the
can
ring.
take place.
Nia Jax is in trouble. That breaker is going to cause some damage. Pays for
But
that.
Nia's fighting back.
Dropped by a clothesline.
Oh man.
This superstar is so happy with this week's power rankings, I'm told they've been framed and now hang over the mantle in his house.
I think she's trying to prove a point here. She just slapped the taste out of her mouth. Not looking good for the champ here. She has a lot to lose if she continues to let the challenger in like this.
You know,
Oh no.
the kind of
Nia
that
Jax
actually
looked about
likes getting
done,
hit
and she's
and motivates
rallied.
her. And this might just be what she needs to put her
Camel clutch locked in. And she breaks free.
I don't know how she did it, but that was impressive.
Here she goes again. Perfectly executed. When she gets in attack mode, look out. So strong. Fireman's carry. Slamming her to the mat.
Oh, so hazardous to your health, too.
She's got it now. That slam just brought this entire arena to its feet.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Hitting the finisher here could end this thing.
But she
There's
can't. No,
questioning
no,
the
no.
abilities of Nia
Referee,
Jax
get out of the
after
way.
this
I can't
display.
see.
She shows signs of life.
She's showing a lot more than that.
She's really fixated on delivering that maneuver. Sasha with a bank statement. The bank statement.
The champ needs to hurry here.
That has to feel good, especially considering how heated this rivalry's become.
Oh.
Here we go for the win. One. And the champ kicks out.
Nice kick out.
Oh my God.
And there's an extremely destructive strike. What impact. Look at this. Nia Jax is letting everyone know exactly how she feels. Looking at it here. One. And the kick out.
And we continue. Look at her go.
She lands an enormous
And she can't.
elbow. Sasha Banks looks like she's really struggling right now under the pressure. This should do it right there. One. I thought that was it.
With all the damage done, you have to wonder how much more it'll take.
I can't seem to get out of this
She has all the time in the world to do
situation.
what she needs to do.
Woo! Get up, get up, get up.
Taking on any more damage here could very well mean
The ladder.
beginning of the end.
This is not good.
Having a tough time getting back up here.
As you would expect, given what she's been through here tonight.
Reverses that one. She's not looking very good right now, guys.
She's got to find a way to get back to her feet. Otherwise, this one's over.
Incredible! Shoulders down. Championship on the line. Shoulder got up, but I don't think it was in.
Sasha, oh, what a
Finish the
move!
count.
Wow, I thought for sure that was it.
And a wicked elbow shot right there. She appears to be in complete control of this one. Sasha with a bank statement. The bank statement.
Looks like this one's going to go in the champ's favor. Man, this rivalry just keeps getting better and better.
Look at this. She lets her out.
She lets her
Better have
out.
a good reason for this, Cole, because she just had her second.
It could be over here.
1, 2, 3.
The champion
Nia Jax
retains
gets
the
pinned.
champion
What a
retains.
move! What a move off the top of the ladder.
Here is your winner, and still the Raw Women's Champion, Sasha Banks.
And the first match of the night comes to an end in.
It's not the first match of the night.
That's the type
If
of
you've been
action
watching
you
me,
want all night
Michael
long.
Cole is
I
getting
can't
this
wait
shit
to
wrong
the card.
time and time again, and still,
Don't go anywhere, folks. We're just
he's
getting
employed. Alright, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I need a wee break. And I mean that in both ways. And also, I'm feeling I need to change this up. I'm not really liking what's going on. The pay-per-view idea of playing the whole pay-per-view is alright, but maybe I should start it like, maybe I should start with that. So rather than starting halfway through after I've simulated a load of shows, maybe I should simulate all the shows in one, and then, or simulate all shows in an episode. Then when I do the pay-per-view, just do the pay-per-view on its own. So I'm going to leave it here for now, guys. I'm probably going to come back and finish the pay-per-view, or I might do that offline and start fresh with the new format, and we'll give it a go, see what people think of it. If you did like the original first 10-20 minutes, you like that format, you want to see me do a week or a month at a time, simulate it, let you know what's going on, do my little commentary over the top of it, and then do the pay-per-view playing it. If you want me to see me simulate the pay-per-views as well, do let me know. I'm going to take a wee break. I'm going to come back with a different game, as I'm feeling playing something else now. So, hi Bradley, stick around. I'll be back within like 15 minutes if you want to see what else I've got in store. As I said, try it out, a new format. Go back, watch it if you feel you wanna, and let me know what you think. Really like to hear from you. I'll catch you next time. See you in a bit, guys.